Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Echoes and Embers. My name is Wes Bjornson. I am your DM both now and forever. I'm going to murder 3 of our players in this game. So let's introduce those players. Playing Fenna Tea Kettle is Remy Squeaks. Playing is Gabby. Playing Caldrian is Cal. Alexi is being played by Christopher. Mal will be playing Vale. And finally, say hello, Lara.
Please don't tell me that's going to be the last time that I say that.
Hello, Lara. Hey. So
that wasn't a no.
Make a few adjustments here, ladies and gentlemen. How about when last we left our heroes, Zelaria? What happened?
Well, last we left Rose, all just kind of woken up from we're left in this ballroom where Mort has been killed. There are 3 magical mirrors, of one of which we decided to go through, but the last person out the door destroyed 2 of those mirrors. That was Alexi. Some of us did get some magical items. We see an interaction with Tilly and Jargon, where it seems like Tilly is maybe in activity with Jargon, perhaps. Advir is wanting to speak to Fenna towards the end of the day or the end of the week or something like that. Alexi gave Zelaria a suspicious bracelet. We enter this field. We decide to leave the castle. We go into the God Scar. We find this field of white glittery daisies. And we go into the town, and there is a daisy festival going on. And they seem to be, the white sparkly daisies are an abnormality. And Zelaria is tasked with finding out where they're coming from and sort of solving the problem. She goes to a tavern and meets a man dressed very handsomely named Rarion, who gives her a red rose. We all go to Captain Frank's and get a few items. And we end up following a bee that joins a bunch of other bees that lead us to a cabin in the woods or in a cave. And we meet a little gnomish man who is making concoctions and stuff, and it seems that this is where these white daisies are coming from. And there's a surprise daisy that is a sentient being that can say hello, and he can grow himself and shrink himself. And Fenna and Cal decide to take hello, or Fenna has hello, actually. And as we're leaving, the gnome pulls Cal aside, and we discover that it is, what's her name? The witch.
The Bog Witch, good job.
The Bog Witch, and basically says that he what's his name? would have been proud or
Bravo.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Gustavo would have been proud. And then lastly, we enter the town, and it is deserted except for body parts laying all over the place. We see kind of an arm and a leg sticking out from Captain Frank's. We enter Captain Frank's, and all the Franks are splattered all over. The back door of Captain Frank's is open, and we do go through it and go into his old original Captain Frank's lair, where his dog has been slaughtered. And we go into the basement where Captain Frank is nailed to the wall. And written on the wall is, "There will be no quarter for vampires in the Godscar. There will be death for anyone who helps them. Captain Frank is dead." That's where we last left our heroes.
Zalaria, first of all, take a level for such a good recap.
What a fuck!
That was the best recap we've ever had that I didn't do. So I'm so impressed you get a level.
Yay!
You're the official record keeper now.
I do take
Honestly earned.
copious notes.
I did not know that. I need to call on you more often.
Honestly earned.
I was quite flabbergasted when you read off exactly what it said. I was like,
Me
oh,
too.
I just sat there and listened to it.
That is dope as
You know
fuck.
what my notes are from last session? Frank is dead.
Frank is dead.
It was an intense session.
We start on the sky, and we're looking down at a large copse of trees. And they are incredibly thick, the kind of tree coverage that sun and wind can't get through, almost like the Aokigahara forest in Japan. And the camera begins to pull in past that tree line and down under the earth through the roots into a cavern. A very handsome man, dressed almost like a jester, his eyes flashing purple, sits at a table, and across from him, a similar set of purple eyes flash back at him. Are you sure this is the only way? Fish asks Jess, and the jester looks back at Fish and says, "It has to be this way, unfortunately. But I'm incredibly grateful for your sacrifice and what you intend to do for the cause." What do you think, Clarceny? And she holds up a small mouse. And the mouse looks at her and says, "I think that I trust this one." And Fish, smiling at her small friend, produces a dagger from her waistband, and she brings it up to her face, and she pulls her tongue out, and she slices her tongue all out of her body. She places it on the table. And the handsome jester leans across the table and collects the tongue, and he says, "Thank you. Thank you, Fish. Now, if you would be so kind as to complete the mission we spoke about, and keep the little pale one away from us." And Larceny whispers into her ear and then speaks out loud, "Anything for you." That is where we join our game.
You hated my voice for Fish that much.
I can't do it. You heard me try.
You had to cut her tongue out so you'd never have to do it again.
Her voice will never
her
hurt my ears
art.
a second time. You guys stand exactly where we left the game last time. You are in the basement, standing in front of the bloody message with the corpse of Captain Frank nailed to the wall. And the floor is yours. What would you like to do?
I just kind of turn around and look at Alexi. Because you're there, right, Alexi?
He's been there
Or
the whole
all
time.
of us are there? Okay.
Even though he missed that session, he's still there.
Okay. This.
It is, Alexi kind of just is just awestruck at seeing the scene.
Neither
And
of you feel hunger, which is abnormal for human blood, and it might give one the impression that perhaps Captain Frank was not human.
Is there a way to tell if Frank did Frank things and backdoored himself?
There's not a way to tell, but you saw every mechanical clone in the realm above had been destroyed. And this is Frank Prime. This is the Frank that you guys spoke to in Campaign 1, the old man. So, not sure how he could do it, but doesn't appear so.
Perhaps we shouldn't stay in here?
I'm going to bend down and pick up the rose that was on the ground. Does it look like the one that I was given earlier in the day?
It is not only similar, it is from the same plant, from the same bush.
I think I know who this is. Or at least I met someone that could be connected to this. Did you see me speaking to that odd man at the bar?
The one after I gave you the bracelet? That one?
Yes.
Considering the scene, I don't know if he's still alive, but we're welcome to go try.
He was wearing all black and red. He looked very fancy and not from around here. His name was Rarion.
I kind of look over at like Finna and Cal, just like kind of checking and seeing how they are without actually speaking to them. Just like
Getting
trying to see like
Fenna,
like if
what are you guys doing right now?
Yeah, Fenna is up where the wall, where that scribble is, where it says people hold no quarter. Fenna has been scratching with elementalism while singing the song, "He was a better man than you." And then trying to help take his body off the wall. So, he's not just
What are you doing, Cal?
up there.
I'm gonna make sure he's actually dead.
Yeah, he's got a stake through his skull, so he's pretty gone.
Does Frank have a journal anywhere that I can kind of look for real quick?
I'll say that you can do an investigation check for something like that. You're muted, lovely.
I also
I'm
want to
gonna
go
give
get his
him-
dog and stitch him up so he looks real nice and put him beside Frank wherever they're going to rest.
Okay,
I'll help with that.
You guys can head upstairs and start working on that.
I got an 18.
There aren't any. There's nothing like a journal per se, but Captain Frank is perhaps the most magical person anyone's ever fucking met. So with an 18, you start figuring out that Frank would not keep a journal in like a paper and pen sort of way. He would do it through some means of magic. An 18 is pretty good. I'm gonna say you find a small crystal ball on his desk, and it is covered with a silk that has been just dropped over.
I'll just kind of pick it all up.
Yeah. You gonna look into the crystal ball, or?
Yeah, if I can.
So when you peel off the silk that seemed to be covering the ball, you see that it's swirling inside with like a black sparkly mist. And for a moment, you can't really see much. Would you like to gaze deeper into the ball, Alexei?
Yeah.
Your eyes sort of penetrate through the glass exterior, crystal exterior, excuse me. And you begin to sort of get pulled into this cloud, this dark, sparkly, swirling cloud inside the ball. And you sort of lose the reality behind you. And you blink for a few minutes because nothing You're getting no sensory feedback at all. Not from your eyes, not from your ears. You don't even feel the air moving around you. And then when you open your eyes, you are standing in the middle of one of the 9 hells. What would you like to do?
Oh. Can I look around? Do I see anybody?
There, you don't immediately see anyone. There's a city not too far in the distance, probably less than an hour's walk away. And as you have that thought, you hear a flap of heavy cloth just behind you.
Look behind me?
When you look behind you, there's a tall, maybe 8-9 foot tall, red and white tent. Small, though, in stature, almost like a telephone booth. And a creature walks out with hulking shoulders and gigantic hands. And it says, "Thank you, Frank, that's all." And it begins to walk toward the city in the distance.
Can I try to talk to him?
Of course, what would you say?
1 second.
When you say that, your mind hears, 1 second. But your ears hear, "Hey, hold on just a second."
Does he...
He stops.
Stop.
And he turns to face you.
What if I wanted to make a deal with somebody?
Frank, there are very few that have the loyalty that you command. I'm sure you can make a deal with anyone on this plane.
Let me think. What's that one lady's name? And I'm trying to go back to the leaders of the Hells. Would I know that? Would Alexi know? Hold on, question. Would Alexi even know that? Considering who his father is.
Alexi would not, but you can still ask that question.
Okay.
Would you like to?
Yeah.
Zalaria, remind me the name of your mother.
I was just looking for it. Oh, shit. Give me a minute, because I think you texted it to me.
Okay. The demon looks back at you, and you see now that he is a spined devil, which is odd for this layer of hell. And he says Zalaria's mother's name. While she has a panic attack over there. I am certain she would see you, Captain Frank. Would you like to arrange a meeting?
I'd like to be there now if I could.
He sort of points off to the city in the distance, and you see a massive black spiraling spire, a tower that spins like a strand of DNA, all up into the clouds. The top is hidden from view, and he points to the top of it. And then you are back in the basement holding the crystal ball.
Almost.
What are the rest of you doing?
I think probably Finna left. We were kind of cleaning up, or at least I will be cleaning up Frank a little bit.
Okay.
Probably is not in very good shape.
Yeah,
Protecting
I
the
got
body.
golden thread and I'm stitching up his dog next to you. Not too close to you because you still scare me a bit.
If this was any animal other than a dog, I would make you roll medicine to see how well you did. But I can't have you make this dog look terrible, so we're just gonna
I'm
say you
singing the
nailed
song
it.
while I do it.
Perfect.
I'm using, you know what? I have Tatterbury out as like a description of like, yeah.
I love it. Cal, what
His
are you doing, buddy?
raccoons are very anatomically similar.
Right.
I'm just going to kind of address
What?
everybody.
I can
And,
do them all. I'm good at taxidermy.
Right.
Uh-huh.
All right, Cal, go ahead, buddy. Sorry.
I said I'm just going to address everybody and just kind of be like, I hate to mention this, but maybe we should look around or whatever's left.
You're gonna steal from Captain Frank?
I'm not going to steal from Captain Frank. He's gone.
I mean, Cap, he does not have a bad point.
He would,
the
want us
body.
to use, he would want us to use his stuff to avenge him. And I just want to make sure that whatever's left gets put to good use.
Mm.
We've
This
got
is my
this man
question.
killed, and you want to loot his entire store.
I
Do
think
we
it's a
not
good
feel
idea.
any sense of responsibility for what has
Would you-
happened?
Would
Fair
you?
enough.
No, I think that we should definitely try to bury him and his dog somewhere in this tent. Because it has to be some sort of magical property still here that can maybe,
I guess that no secrets. We need to put this out there. I may have lived in Captain Frank's body for just a few moments. I went and was in the Nine Hells and may have sent Frank towards, hopefully, what was her name? Do we know
It's
what her
in-
name is?
It's
Did you
in
find
another notebook that I don't have.
Gisela?
We gotta get Alyssa digital so she
It's-
can
Well-
just hit search and find.
What's crazy is
Well-
my NPC character list doesn't have her in it because I never really planned for us to interact with her
All right,
until
friends,
we were
I
fighting
guess
her.
you could just make a name up right now because no one's ever
So,
gonna know it.
Zalaria, tell me your mother's name.
Well, I had just
Tammy.
picked Glacia from but that's like who that is in like
Awesome. Glacia it is,
Okay, cool.
champion.
Glacia. I may have sent him on his way towards Glacia to hopefully make a deal, but I didn't specify for what, so we'll see if courses of the past change. Who knows? But to speak off of what Caldrian said, we are, it seems, at war, and as much as I hate that Frank is gone, he has helped me a great deal. We do need to prepare, and no better place than Captain Frank's. So,
Excellent.
Well, one thing. Cal, didn't you have Sir Gregory with you earlier?
I did see Sir Gregory earlier, and I deposited him at the new tavern location. Possibly dead.
Possibly dead.
We did. Okay. So maybe we need to find him too, at some point, if he
Alright.
is possibly undead.
so as a plan, it seems, just for effective reasons, we're going to loot up here, gear up, and then some of us can go towards, what was his name, sis?
Rayoria.
Glass.
Orion, and then a few of you could go towards Sir Gregory and meet back up at the tavern.
Where are we meeting? Advair. How do you meet a god thing?
You are meant to meet Advir in the abandoned house that Cal went to originally
Okay.
on the edge of town.
So, like, what time of day is this? Like, what are we hitting
You were supposed to meet her toward afternoon of today, so
now?
when you're ready, she'll be there.
So, you're meeting Advir.
We are supposed to go. She invited everybody.
She did request
all
to speak
of
to
us.
the whole party.
All of us. Yeah, she wants to speak
Oh.
to everybody. She says that she knows a man named Jarbles who took a friend of hers, and Jarbles, we need to go find him. I guess we met him at a well. Jarbles, do you remember a man named
Oh,
Jarbles?
Yeah.
Was that the one we freed from the stocks?
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
His name was Jarbles?
His name's Jarbles.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like the right name.
Tell him,
that's all right
Vael.
to me.
Not Mal,
Associate-
Vail, tell him. Tell him Jarbles' his real name, why don't you?
I don't think Vael knows it.
Facts, dog.
Does she?
So you gotta deal with
She's just like,
Jarbles.
that doesn't ring right to me. That doesn't sound like a real person's name.
You know, I had trouble when I was a child.
Oh my god, did you eat it? We're not, this is a tangent, listen.
Okay. So loot up, and then we can all go to each of these places, and then go meet with Advia. Sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Do we
I'm gonna-
need to do something with the body?
Yeah, we're fixing it up right now, and I'll
Okay.
the rest.
For the purpose of time, we'll say that you guys
I
wrap
don't
the
think we should
body
bury it.
in a silk. You've stitched back the dog together, and they are together. What would you guys like to do with the corpses?
Put a sheet
I
over
can-
top of them. Do funeral rites.
I
You do
can
funerals?
like do a bonfire, so it's like a cremation situation.
But what
I
if
feel
he
like that
like
would be-
Jon Snow's like resurrects from the dead? Are we doing something bad if we burn the body?
I would
don't think we
hate
should burn the
if
body.
there's a possibility that he has a chance to come back, and we've burned his body.
Yeah, maybe
I
just
mean,
like
a
a sheet over.
large part of his skull has been obliterated, and in my personal experience, there's not really a coming back from your brain being impaled.
Yeah,
Hey Val, may I ask you a question? There is a man that I know who stood up to probably the most powerful vampire king, who does commerce with the gods and has been to all 9 hells. Would you say that he does not have a chance to come back?
I mean, if he doesn't have a skull or a brain,
I've seen scarier.
he's
The
probably going to have. What I'm saying is, he's probably going to have to like do a regeneration situation anyway, because the head is gone.
You
I
guys,
got
I
are
don't know
another
where
idea.
his soul went.
you guys
I got-
start to hear a
Hey,
rumbling
guys.
noise.
We're about
Okay.
to go meet the god of the end. If we could just maybe bring it to her, maybe she'll know what to do with the body.
Fair enough. That's a smart idea.
How
I think that's a good
how
idea.
how are we transporting
I'll
the
carry.
body?
Bodies. We're bringing the dog.
We're bringing the
Of
dog.
course. But how? I don't
can
have a
carry
bag
them.
of holding. I'm not that kind of rich.
There's a bag of holding around here somewhere, I'm sure of it.
Did we take supplements bag of holding?
I don't think you did. No.
I'm gonna look around for a bag of holding real quick.
I have a book.
So you guys are in the campgrounds in the back of the tent. You're not in the tent proper where like all the merchandise and stuff would be.
I think me and Cal have the same idea.
Go find a bag of holding.
So are you guys going to pack Captain Frank's body up to Advir?
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't take long. You leave the campground with a single fire and 3 cabins. You walk in reverse down the pathway through the night forest. You can hear ravens and crows in the distance, but they're not powerfully present like they are when you came in. Yes, Finna.
On the way, could I locate object and locate something that I've seen on Sir Gregory? Just see if I can even point a direction, like a compass, of where that idiot rolled off to.
Does locate object work across planes?
Maybe not, but let's find out.
Well, then you don't want to
If
cast it
it's
here.
1,000 feet of me.
Then you don't want to cast it here.
Well, I mean, I could cast it, just would just not show me.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay, I don't feel Sir Gregory. I think that's probably good, bad. I don't know. If he was
You guys-
dead, I would still feel body parts.
You guys make it back to the closed wooden door, which is the door you used to pass through and get into the woods. Who's opening the door?
Finna want to?
I mean,
Or-
I don't know if I got it. Maybe I gotta for like portal reasons. Last time I
Ooh.
went down a really long tunnel. Hey guys, if you guys are stuck like falling through hell, just keep yourselves a little tight. It'll be fine. I'll open the door and I'll leave.
Okay. You step out into Captain Frank's tent. There is a sort of there's a sort of malaise to the environment that is not usually here. The rest of you obviously step through and join her in Captain Frank's tent. The sun that usually penetrates through the top of the tent and sort of illuminates the whole space with a calming, peaceful light is blue in hue. There's definitely a weird ambience here. What would you guys like to do?
What do we see around? Like, we still see the same kinds of objects everywhere?
There are objects all over the place, yeah.
I would like to pick up something that's closest to me. Whatever is closest to me on a table or a rack or something.
Sure, there's a small table kind of next to this door that has a lot of hairbrushes and there are various bristles of softnesses and hardnesses and different types of textures. And when you pick one up and you turn it over, it says Lot 701.
Can I do an investigation or something to see if there's any kind of... I don't think I have detect magic.
I'll still
I
let
was
you roll
going
an
to
Arcana.
detect magic.
Arcana? Okay.
And Cal, you can cast Detect Magic.
That's 21.
Okay. With a 21, you don't feel a lot happening with this brush. And when you look up and over to Cal, usually magic like radiates. It almost becomes like a light, like a flashlight. And nothing in this tent is glowing.
That makes sense.
Thought so. In that case, are the objects that we have purchased from him now non-magical?
Produce one.
The last thing I bought from him was the sun necklace, which I don't know if I can test. Oh, I'll just do Arcana, I guess, again on it.
Okay. Yeah. You touch the pendant around your neck. You focus, roll your Arcana check.
Uh, 17.
It still has all the magic that you felt the first time you put it on. Would anybody else like to do anything?
I would like to try something.
Sure, go ahead.
I walk over to a bookshelf. Captain Frank is this place. And I want to try something and see if it works, but I'll whisper to the book. I want to know who did this. And I pull out a book.
Take a point of advantage, Christopher. The cover of the book begins to swish in sort of a spiral shape. And then it forms a red crown, like one you'd wear.
Well,
when that happens, Zalaria, the hairbrush you're holding, it forms a red crown. And Caldrian, the bags of holdings you're looking at, there's red crowns on each of them. And suddenly, you're starting to see little blips of red everywhere. Every item, the armor has red crowns on it. The swords have red crowns on it. There's a bow and arrow, and the string snaps loudly. And in the air, it stops frozen in the position of a red crown. The floor begins to rumble, and you watch a red crown appear on the floor as the light above you turns red. You get the sense that the tent is desperate to tell you who did this. The tent wants to help you. The last piece of Frank wants revenge.
Guys, I think I have something here. And I walk over to like the center. I'll kind of clear off the middle table. And I'll put down the book.
It begins to flip its own pages. And it lands firmly. And there is there's a picture of Calathor the Red King. And below it is his name, Calathor, and below that is a brief synopsis of his history. And you see off to the right on the other page a schedule. Monday,
Oh my.
7 p.m. The Godscar A. Tuesday, 8:30 a.m. Ickerfeld's outside castle. Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. The siege begins, and it goes on and on like this. You get the you understand quickly that this is these are battle plans.
What
I think
day
we
of
should
the
take note
week
of
is
this.
it currently?
It's pretty early in the week. We'll call it Monday.
Okay. So at least for now we know where he's going. But how do we... I want to know how we defeat him. What's his weakness?
Begins to flip wildly, and it stops. And then it flips the other way, and it stops. And it flips, and both of the fronts and backs of the book snap shut, and the book flies off into a wall and just destroys itself against the wall. And another book off the shelf erupts off the shelf and lands on the table and begins to flip wildly. And then it does the same thing. And then one book after another book, it's searching for an answer that it doesn't have, and it's destroying itself in the process.
Okay. Calm down, please. What is your... How do we become powerful enough to stop him? What can we use to slow him down?
The room becomes very dim. Suddenly, you can't really see much in front of you at all, and that's odd because several of you have dark vision. And this is like a magical darkness, and a single spotlight sort of flashes over on a weapon rack, and when it does, a single sword falls off the rack. Cal, it's right next to you.
Going to grab hold of it.
Okay. You go down to touch it, and you are shocked a little bit. But it doesn't hurt. It's almost like a warning. Do you wanna touch it?
I think that we should all take a hand in trying to touch this and see if the sword likes one of us.
That's a great idea.
Each of you.
I am like 1/4 of that thing. I don't think it needs me.
Wait,
I'm good to not be
If-
shocked by an evil sword.
I've not been here as often as you, but if the chief conceit of Captain Frank's place is that he has what we want, why don't we ask the tent which of us Captain Frank would want to wield the sword?
It's fair. I want Captain Frank here. Had to try. I had to try. Had to try.
And then suddenly the back door of the tent flies open. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yes!
Frank! Each of you, we can do it this way. Each of you will kind of get near and bend down to touch the sword. It will shock all of you. It
was worth a try.
Right. It very quickly becomes apparent that this is not that kind of weapon. This isn't Excalibur, and you guys are not Arthur.
I'm going to grab it.
Cal, my little loot goblin.
You're not even an arcana
Oh,
checker.
shit.
I can always,
Oh my goodness,
I can always
Caleb.
trust in you, brother.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right, my guy. You wrap your hands around the hilt of this sword, and a black energy, I guess. It's almost like plasma begins to spiral around your hand and up your arm and over your shoulder, and then very quickly it sort of separates and becomes two spikes, and both spikes stab into both sides of your shoulder, and they
God.
they begin to burrow in, and it hurts. It's undescribable how much it hurts. Let me see how much damage you take.
Oh, Jesus. Hopefully not much. I'm like a...
God, you got so lucky. 7 points of damage. It buries itself into you, and you feel it connect with your bones. It wraps around your collarbone and through your spine behind you. And then it stops hurting. And it starts to become enjoyable.
Oh.
You feel a hunger that you did not feel before. And your eyes starts to be difficult to focus, and everything's kind of becoming red. Who are these 4 enemies around you, Cal?
God.
The sword is hungry. You are hungry, Cal. What do you want to do?
Oh, jeez. I'm going to try to resist the hunger.
Roll a... your best stat's charisma, so let's roll a charisma check with advantage.
What are we seeing
I think that's going to
as
do it.
this happens?
You guys have watched the plasma roll up his arm, almost like a snake's head. It like pulled back and then, and you saw it dig into his body, and you saw his eyes shift, like a red filter took over his eyes.
Take the hand and slap me in the face with it. So I rolled 18.
Yeah, that's with advantage. You got to roll twice.
Oh yeah, it was 18.
Yeah, so the DC on this is 36.
Oh, I never would have made that. God.
You guys watch as Cal turns his head slowly to you, and he begins to raise his new sword above his head. And as he does, it begins to sort of glitter with like embers almost, and then it ignites in fire.
Fire.
And I tackle Cal.
As you begin to do so, Cal drops the sword, and it falls to the ground. And Cal, you are yourself again.
My God. I wouldn't pick that up if I were you guys.
Are you all right?
Seemed fine.
Got really demony there for us.
I felt a little demony. It was interesting.
You also felt like power is below you. You felt so strong that the concept of strength lost its meaning. Just for a moment, you were a god, essentially.
You know, I do think we should take that with us, but maybe not touch it.
Not touch it. That's a good idea.
There's some cloaks over there. I got new
Where's that bag of
clothes.
holding?
I can go get something to wrap it up.
There's a sheath right next to it. It very obviously has a sheath connected to it. Yeah.
We just put it in Captain Frank's hands. He can hold it.
Oh,
He's really trying to bring him back.
Yeah, that's not,
I don't think we want a zombie in this
just put it on Captain Frank.
I think we should
Just
try
put
it.
it on Captain Frank.
DM is definitely thinking about fun ways he's going to become
I
zombie
need to know
Captain Frank and kill us.
if you're
Murder all
really
of
doing
us.
that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I would also
No,
like to
we
do
should
it.
consequence.
Are you guys gonna let this happen?
This is not a Game of
Stop
Thrones
him.
situation. Do not bring zombies into this, guys.
Move to the dog.
We will Game of Thrones this bitch.
I'm just saying. We should definitely do this at some point.
At some point, like, just put him like White Walker style, sword in hand towards enemy. Sure.
Exactly.
We're gonna
Great
put his corpse
idea.
in the bag of holding
Well, God
just for
damn.
this.
But
Alright.
for the moment, you have sheathed the sword. The room has returned to its normal sort of somberness. You are again in Captain Frank's tent.
Is there anything that we want before we head out to help us prepare for this?
I'm gonna leave a druidic message for the tent, telling it that we're gonna figure out a way to fix Captain Frank, and also if there's any other people hearing this, to help. If you ever cared about Captain Frank, to help.
Okay.
And is there anything Captain Frank would want us to have before we leave?
Hello.
I have hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna.
And
I
the
guess
top of the teapot sort of begins to rise as Hello wears it like a hat. Peeks his way out of the teapot. Hello.
Hello.
There's no response from the tent. Vael.
No response. Okay, so singing to it, don't leave.
Can I go grab the war plans from that book?
Yeah, that book kind of destroyed itself. It shattered itself against the immovable walls of the tent, but that page, pretty easy to find. You can find that page.
Cool. Sword war plans. Some potions.
Easy enough to find. They litter the walls here. You begin to realize, especially because Cal and Alexi are kind of the only ones looting, it doesn't matter what you pick up. As long as you whisper to it what you want it to do, it becomes that thing. So any of these multicolored, multi-sized bottles, if you were to pick one up and say, I want you to be a health potion, that's what it will be.
I look around to see if there are any cloaks or pelts or things like that.
There's a lot of cloaks. The tent is not doing its thing that it does when Captain Frank presents items to you, where it grows on to infinity. You get the realm shifting magic is probably connected more to Frank, and the items are more connected to the tent. So what items are here is what he's got, or what the tent's got. But yeah, there's a couple cloaks and some fur pelts on the walls, for sure.
What kind of fur pelts are there?
There's a couple bears. There's a deer. There's a large cat, it looks like.
Feeling very drawn to one of the bear pelts.
Oh, is that how that works?
You know about
One of them looks really cool.
Tell me what it looks like, Zolaria.
It's a grizzly bear, but it's weird. It's like gray almost, like a grayish,
Like an
brownish,
Yeah.
old bitch.
Yeah. So a large scar over its face from fighting other bears.
Yeah, she looks like she was leader of the pack, kind of.
Yeah.
Or don't go in pack.
Would you like to pull it off the wall?
I do. I do want to pull it off the wall.
Excellent. You pull it down off of the hook that it lays on. What would you like to do with it, Zolaria?
I'm gonna say, I want to.
Oh, you muted.
Oh no.
Yeah, it muted on you. Hold on.
That's weird.
I'd never seen it do that in the middle of her talking before. Do it again?
Can you hear me?
You can. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
What-
Okay. I said, I want you to protect from the sun.
Okay. Nothing happens. But you have requested your request, and you now hold a large grizzly bear's pelt. Chris, you seem to have a question. Hold up.
Do we know about the Red King's abilities and like his strength
No. None of you have
from
ever
the
seen.
synopsis?
None of you have ever seen what he can do. None of you know that he wields the Godslayer. None of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Vael, you're up next. Hold on 1 second. Is that it, Chris?
I just want to go up to a weapon of some sort. So either a scythe or another big sword.
Okay.
I want you to be twice as strong as my scythe I currently have.
The scythe you hold in your hand, you look down at it, and you can feel it begin to shift. It begins to grow a little, and then shrink a little, and then elongate. You start to hear splintering, and then it just kind of shatters itself.
It's worth a try.
Yeah. Cal, did you have somebody? Oh, sorry, it's
I
Vail's
sure
turn.
did.
It's Vail's turn.
Oh,
Let's
yep.
come back to Vail.
Yep.
I want to try to find a handheld mirror.
It's not hard.
And
There's a lot of like handheld mirrors next to all the brushes that Zalaria's looking at.
I want to say to it, I want to be able to see any person in any realm on any plane through your glass.
Oh, I have one of those. Have mine.
It begins to morph, and then it takes the exact shape of the one that Zalaria has. And now you both have one.
Okay.
Twinsies!
All right, Cal, your turn, buddy.
I was just gonna grab one of the bags of holding and be like, I want you to be a bag of holding.
Easy enough, buddy.
And then I'm gonna go to the bottles and just like Max, be like, I want you to be Max Health Potion, Max Health Potion, Max Health Potion.
Just like 10 of them. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna.
You can add 10 of those to your inventory.
All right, sweet.
Fenna, I noticed that you are not gathering items. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I would go grab like probably a bag
Sure.
to put stuff in, and then just a couple health potions, a bag of marbles. I assume we have a map of the God Spear now.
The God Scar. You don't have a current map. You've been using sort of Alexi's intimate knowledge of the place, but you could find maps here.
If
for
I'm
sure.
gonna pick up a map,
Sure.
that's perfectly fine. And then is that all I put in my inventory? I think that's all I wanted. Just like the basic herbs I usually get from him for spells and
Sure.
tidbits. But
Yeah, they're all laid out on a drying rack, easy to find.
cool. And then I'm just gonna sit next to Captain Frank's body as we're just been looting his store and singing a little bit of the song to him and Hello, since Hello responds to the song every time I sing it now.
The tent has sort of resumed a little bit of its less gloominess. You guys, unfortunately, will probably be the last patrons of the tent that it'll ever have. And so it's sort of getting its last moments of fulfillment out of helping you all.
I like to think that the song kind of sounds a little bit like the hillbilly notes, but a really slow version of that, like it's in mourning at the loss of the Frank it had.
If anyone else would like to do something, this is your last opportunity. Go ahead, Chris.
I have two things I want to ask for.
Okay.
I pull out Kiesel's helmet off of my back.
Okay.
I would like to know if there's more pieces of this and if you have them.
A book flies off the shelf with much less intensity than before, but it flies off the shelf and sort of lands on the table, and it begins to slowly flip pages and pages and pages, and then it stops. Would you like to go read it?
Yeah, what's it say?
When you look down, there is the mask you're holding. And there's also these large bone shoulder pauldrons. And a large man is depicted wearing these things. And you see beside him is a sword. And the sword sort of glitters a red ember. And it's on fire.
Okay. Did it answer the second part of the question? Does it have those?
It It does not produce them.
Okay.
The sword that you see is strikingly
Peaceful.
similar to the sword that Caldrian has on his hip.
Gotcha. I'll close the book and pocket it. I really want to find those last pieces. Can you help me find them?
The page flips over very slowly, agonizingly slowly. It lands.
Mhm.
And when you begin to read, it sort of launches into a tale about a man named Saxon Ickerfeld, who, through moments of bravery, fought to defend the Godscar against the dragon incursion. And from the bones of the dragon incursion's leader, he crafted a suit of armor. And you begin to understand that your father probably has the shoulders and the chest piece.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll just close it. Live on, friend. Choose a new keeper. I'm gonna go sit next to Finna.
You guys start to hear a rumbling, and almost like lights in a warehouse, starting at the very back on the opposite end of the tent from you. One turns out. And then the one a little closer to you turns out. And then the one a little closer to you turns out. You get the impression that it's time to go.
Oh.
Would you guys like to leave?
Yeah.
One at a time, you begin to step out of the tent. I need to know who's the last person here.
I think
Vael?
I'm gonna linger a little bit. Oh, okay.
Okay. Beat you to the draw, champion. Everyone steps out, and Vael, you're left there in the tent alone. And there's only one light on now, and it's the one above you. And past that light is again just magical darkness. You don't see the racks. You don't see the books. And you hear almost lament as the light above you turns off, and you feel force sort of gently push you out of the tent.
As I'm leaving the tent, I want to try to use my awakened mind to telepathically speak to the tent and tell it thank you.
Just before the flap closes behind you, you hear a deep, friendly sort of noise. And then the tent flap closes, and in the blink of an eye, the tent is gone. And you guys step out into a bright, sunny day. And Zalaria, you begin to steam.
I'm wearing that necklace.
You still begin to steam.
Shit. I start to pull that bear pelt over me. Anything happening?
You guys watch as Zalaria pulls a bear pelt over her, and she begins to hunch because the bear pelt's heavy, and she's just kind of hiding under a large bear pelt.
Remember when I offered you my hat? I'm gonna look away.
I'm like, and
You're no longer steaming.
someone. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're under the shade of a large bear pelt. And
Right.
the bear pelt is doing exactly what you asked it to do to help you be in the sun.
Great.
Great.
So now you're just stuck under this giant bear.
It's really hot.
It's
This
very
is really hot.
It's uncomfortable. What would you
Maybe
guys like to
let's go inside.
Yes.
How far away are we for where we're supposed to be going? Oh, by the way, this is where I meant to locate objects, so I'm gonna do that again, looking for Sir Gregory.
Okay. Now you get a ping. There is a ping.
Oh, man.
It's in 1,000 feet. Direction, is it towards where we're supposed to be going? Away from where we're going?
It's toward the front of the village.
Well, I don't know where we're going compared to that, so can you give me more?
You're going to the front of the village.
I'm going to point that direction and be like, I think Sir Gregory's dead body's somewhere over there.
His dead
Maybe
body.
that meat pile. Maybe that meat pile.
Is it towards the bar?
No, it is toward the empty shack that you have already checked out before.
I unfortunately have to go and find some children.
Huh?
That sounds very weird.
Yes, I understand that it sounds weird, but it still has to happen.
Oh
Can we eat
God,
children?
Caldrian. Are you gonna make me have dead kids in my fucking D&D game, bro?
Not if you didn't kill him.
Why would you do that?
Everyone died.
Are you guys gonna separate from Cal and let him go handle his business, or are you gonna go with him?
I mean, some of us are carrying a dead body, so...
Yeah.
Facts.
So
How's a bag of holding?
do you...
If you want to put Frank in there.
Oh.
No.
No, we're
No,
not
oh,
putting
okay.
Frank in a
I'll go with
bag.
Cal.
Okay.
I'll change into a big animal and I'll take the dead body of Frank and the dog and
Mm-mm.
that way.
I would like to keep Frank with me.
You're gonna carry around a dead body?
He's super
Yes.
strong. Shouldn't be too hard.
He's the strongest.
Okay.
I
He's
don't
a
really
family
like.
friend.
Was it
I'm gonna try to figure out this bear pelt situation because being hunched over with a giant bear pelt being hot doesn't feel great.
Facts.
So I'm just sitting there like fiddling with it, looking for like any tags or instructions or anything dangling from it.
You don't see anything dangling. It doesn't
I
seem to do
have,
anything.
like scalpels and scissors and needles that are, made to punch through skin. So they'll probably work in a bear pelt and thread for stitching up like people. So if you need to like do a craft project,
So that's probably a good idea. I might need help with that. And then I kind of like pull the bear head over and stare at it. And I'm like, I want you to help me figure this thing out. It's too hot.
When you speak to the bear's head, nothing happens. So we're splitting the party. We're going Alexi, Cal, and what are the three of you doing?
I was gonna go look for the meat pile that looked like Sir Gregory.
It is not a meat pile. It is a house. You are drawn to a house.
The meat pile.
I'm once more gonna stick to Finna like super glue on your hands.
Excellent. Zalora, are you just like mindlessly walking behind them, fucking with the stupid bear
Yes, yeah. I'm just walking behind and
Wherever you
like pulling it
turn
over
shade.
this arm and over this arm, and kind of the teeth are really sharp. They're like digging
are.
into my skull a little
head?
bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna start with Cal and Alexi. You guys approach the bar. There is no one in this village. When you approach the bar, the door has been ripped off the hinges, and you can see there is darkness, and like a mote of dust sort of swirls in that darkness. What would you guys like to do?
Well, death. Yay.
Yes. I think I have to walk in here and make sure. And I
Wow.
step in.
I don't have my scythe anymore, do I?
Your scythe is still good. The
Other
second
scythe.
scythe is the one that broke. Okay, Cal. You step inside. It takes just a second for your eyes to adjust because it's sunny outside, and that is very strange for the Godscar. And when you step inside, your eyes just aren't really adjusting. And they do. There's a little girl laying on the ground, and her back is to you. And over her, you see a little boy standing. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna have to walk over there and see what's going on.
As you approach, the little girl's skin is ghostly white and pale. And you realize so is the little boy's. And he's just standing there with his back to you, looking down at his sister. You told us we'd be safe here. His eyes.
Sorry,
sort
I had no idea there was this sort of danger in this area.
They made me
Are you
watch.
okay?
They made me watch as they did to her what they were going to do to me. And then it was my turn. He sort of looks at you, and his lips sort of peel back. You see fangs. They said I was your punishment. What does that mean, sir?
Who said this?
The ones what did this to me. The people that killed everyone in town said I was your punishment. I'm so hungry.
Alexi, I need you in here.
I'll walk over.
Alexi before you is an 8-year-old vampire boy. It is a sin amongst vampires to turn children, because they will be stuck like that for eternity.
Mm.
I'm so hungry. And he looks at you, Alexi. Do you have anything to eat?
You're going to have to, Hey, Caldrin.
Yes.
I have food for you. Go sit over there.
Okay. Okay. And he begins to walk off into the nearest stool and he sits. When he walks away from the body, you notice his sister's throat has been bitten. And it becomes apparent that they left his sister alive and that he ate her.
Oh my.
Yeah. This isn't good. At all.
What kind of sick individual would do something like this?
They have vampires who did this, so my father did this? I thought the Red King did this.
Doesn't make any sense. He said that he was my punishment, personally.
Well, because he's stuck this way forever.
Well, whoever created him did it because of me, apparently.
When you say that, you have the flashback of the message on the wall. Those who help vampires will be punished.
Whoever did this can't be allowed to live. Do you have Frank's body with you?
Yes, but that can't happen, unfortunately. Frank's not, feastable, if that makes sense.
You know that it would poison the boy to feed from Frank.
I was actually thinking about giving him this sword.
No. That's something else I need to talk to you about. Let's not give him the sword. The sword is a part of a set, if you will.
Huh.
And we have 2 pieces of the 4.
Ah.
We're going to have to make a choice here.
Quicker than your
Wait.
eyes can perceive them, Cal. The little boy is standing in front of you and looking up at you. I'm terribly hungry, sir.
Can I grab him by the back of his neck?
And testing... Ooh. I guess it's going to be speed, not strength, because you'll be way stronger. What's your speed?
My speed is a 45.
Okay. We'd have to enter combat to do that. Because he is faster than you, so you'd have to dash.
That's fine.
So to save time for us, we're going to give you an action of combat. I'm going to let you dash. So you will be able to move at double your speed, but he moves at 55.
As I say, I could activate my lightning room, which adds 15 to that, which will put me at 60.
That's enough. Cal, again, quicker than your eyes can really catch what's happening, two small hands shoot up to your head, and they latch onto your head, and the nails dig into your flesh. And then Alexei has the back of the little boy, and he peels him off of you.
Cal, why don't you walk outside?
I don't even say anything. I just turn and walk outside.
You have to let me go. I'm starving. I'm so hungry, sir. I'm so hungry.
Hey. It's okay. I need to know. What did they look like when they did this to you?
He told me to tell you it was the Red King. The Red King abides no one. He's got his own his slave vampire, and he forces it to bite people. And I think that's what's happened to me, and I'm scared, sir. I'm scared.
You okay? Hey. Is there any other bodies in here?
They're not bodies. There are like parts of bodies. There's ripped off arms and sliced off feet, but not like an intact person.
Try to get anything out of this. And I'll just get him a body part.
He pulls on the arm, but as you know, when you bite into a dead thing and try to drink from it, it makes you sick, and he begins to vomit. And the vomit turns black, and he's very quickly poisoned.
Well, as soon as he bit into it, I wanted to do the deed. I just wanted to keep him from screaming.
His fangs wrap around this arm. Tell me how you do it, Chris.
As he's biting in, I just bring my scythe around the front and just a real quick pull.
Cal, you stand with your back to the door in the alleyway. The sun is shining on your skin, and it feels... In any other situation, it would feel nice, but it's difficult to feel anything right now. And Alexei walks out to you.
He has a vampire slave, I guess. We're going to have to choose. Either we allow my father to fight him alone, or we join Saxon. Choose your devil.
Unfortunately, he made my choice for me earlier.
It's not your fault, Caldrian. It really isn't. It's a sin amongst ourselves to do this to a child, so.
He has a slave. He's sworn to kill all vampires, apparently, and now he's creating children. His mind is obviously warped to, something that can't be left alive.
I guess we should try to find the rest, right?
Yeah.
It really isn't your fault, Caldrian.
I did swear they would be safe.
Well, not in this lifetime.
You guys, Fenna, Vael, and Zalarium. You make it to where you're getting the pinging from, and you're pretty sure this is where Advir told you to meet her. And as you go to reach your hand to the knob, Alexi and Cal appear behind you.
Apparently, Sir Gregory and Abwehr are in the same place. I don't know if that's good for Sir Gregory, since the last time she did bring me to hell. Huh. Not your hell, Zolaria, like... Hell? I don't really know how that works.
There's a couple. There's my hell, and there's the rest of the hells. It's like layers, like a cake.
Yeah, but this one's like a different... It's like just for like dead hell, but like not hell for everybody.
Yes, Alexi?
I kind of look at the group. There are far worse demons in the world currently than in either of your hells. Not to be pitsy, but we have things to do.
We certainly do.
And you guys watch as Alexi and Cal walk through you, parting the group, and into the door wordlessly.
Okay. That was a pit last time I went down it. Good luck.
I'm going to catch up to Alexi. I can tell there's something going on with these two. Their demeanors don't
It's weird.
look happy. Yeah.
But you don't have time to speak to him, because as you catch up to him, you all enter into a place that is different than how you saw this place last, Cal. It is a cave.
You didn't have to go through the never-ending pit. We just plunked down in the cave. Okie dokie. Alright, well, I'll just whistle my way in.
The rest of you follow Fenna as she walks past you down the cave. Okay. Before long, you stand at a precipice where cave meets like unnaturally cut tiles, large tiles. And on a sort of raised platform in the middle of this large tiled room is a circular table. And you see as Abwehr and Gregory sit at the circular table. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. We have a lot to discuss, Abwehr says.
Well, we're here.
As you approach the table, the chairs sort of pull themselves out automatically. And as you sit one by one, a small green fire sort of erupts in the middle of the table to light you all. I know most of you don't know me. Wait. Give me Abwehr's voice, Remy. I don't think she had an accent.
God. No, she didn't. She just had a really lofty voice. She just kind of talked like that. But that was like 1,000 years ago, so like I think she's grown up. Give her what you will.
I am pleased that all of you have chosen to join me. I realize I haven't met most of you. My name is Abwehr. I am currently the Warden of Hell. It is my job to bring souls into the Great Spiral. Unfortunately, I don't want that to be my job. So I've come to you all for help. I realize that help is never free, and that you all are about to embark on a mission that is likely to be very difficult, and if it's possible, I could help you in return.
She did give us Cal back.
And she looks over at Cal and she nods. It's nice to see you not as a small ball of light.
It's not to be a small ball of light.
I'm sure many of you have questions, so I'd like to open up the table And Gregory says,
I have a question.
I also have a question after Master Caldrian's finished. Go ahead, Cal.
I need to know how to kill a giant demon.
So then you've decided to kill the Red King, she says.
I have. For sure.
It will not be easy. He is mortal. It can be done. He has in his possession another old friend of mine who is very difficult to overcome. And she sort of snaps at the fire in the middle of the table, and it takes on the shape of Steve, the god killer. I would say, in your current position, and with your all's current abilities, your best hope is to perhaps wrestle away this item and use it against him.
Not much of a wrestler. Is there another way?
Well, that's more for you all to decide. Keep in mind, he is mortal. Your weapons can kill him. And she looks down at you, Cal, and then down to the sword at your hip. Your weapon can certainly kill him.
This weapon is pretty difficult to use as well. Any advice on how to not kill everybody with it?
So, my friend, and she again points to the floating warhammer made out of, like, green flame, was made as a pair. The sharp and the blunt. And you hold at your hip his sister. Unlike Steve, and she points to the hammer, Adeline is not a calm being. Adeline is a sentient creature of destruction. So there is no way to safely use. Think of it more like unleashing. And whatever's around will probably not stay around. This will come at great cost to you personally, Caldrian. And she leans forward. You were once a beacon of light, and to employ Adeline is to relinquish the light from yourself. It is a choice that will change you.
I can deal with that.
After that, fuck yeah! She looks over at you, Alexei. You, more than any, must have questions.
Just a few. One, I want him back.
I don't think it can be done. She points to the, behind her, off in the distance, there's a huge ivory bridge. It's beautiful. And it leads, and this is very far, this maybe half a mile away from you. You can sort of make out the details, but not quite. This huge ivory bridge leads over a chasm. And on the other side of the chasm is a spiral that seems to go up infinitely. It reminds you very much of another spiral that you've recently seen. And she says, the good captain's soul did not come to me. And so it is not something I can give you back.
Good. I'll deal with that later then. 2. My father.
Yes?
If we're going to kill the Red King, it seems like I'm going to have to partner with my father. Or is there a way for us to take out both of them?
I can give you this information. It is also my bargaining chip. I need promises that you'll help me in my quest if I help you in yours.
To find Jarbles?
Jargon, yes.
Oh.
Jargon has taken from me a friend and She looks back at the throne. And a more than a friend. And I need them both back.
I put on the helmet.
Okay.
I will help you as long as you agree that when this is all over, the Ickefeld line is dead, and there's no more kings of the Godscar.
This is not a power I have, Alexi, as you are an Ickefeld.
I said what I said.
The way I see it, and she looks around the table to each of you, you stand at the edge of a great choice, a civil war of sorts. And there never really is an end to tyranny. Tyrants find a way. There will always be a vacuum. So I cannot promise there will not be a next king to the Godscar, but what I can promise you is I will help you rid yourselves of the kings now of the Godscar.
You can work with that.
Seems better than what we got going on.
So after Alexi says he agrees, she looks to Vael. I promise, I know you're new. You want this. And she clips her fingers, and the flame that was Steve morphs into Tilly. Tilly is my best friend in the world, and I have watched her for 1,000 years become tainted and broken, and she just deserves more than this.
Can I pull out the mirror that I got from Frank?
You can.
I want to ask it to show me Tilly.
It begins to spin incredibly quickly. Zolaria, you seated next to Vael, know that this is what it does when you've used it in the past. And you hear a small, like, tink, 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 and then the mist disappears in the mirror. And you, in your mind, hear these words, Vael. Your request cannot be completed. You search not for a person.
I'm just going to look at Adver and go, but she can't be missing. I've talked to her.
I'm not sure how much of our Tilly is left. The things that she loves seem to be meaningless to her now. She has one devotion, and it is the status quo. And she leans forward to you, Vael, and she says, I need your help to break her out of that. If you've seen her, it's because she wants you to see her. She's asking in her broken way for help. Will you help me?
Vail's going to hold out the palm. Does her palm have the scar in it in real life, or was it only...
No,
okay.
it's got it in real life.
Okay. She's going to hold out the scarred palm and say, I think I have to.
And Advir puts her hand into your hand and turns it over, and she brings your hand to her lips. She kisses the back of your knuckle. And then she stands and she walks behind Zalaria. And she puts her hands, rests her hands on the chair, the top of the chair. You, more than anyone, have very little reason to help me. And I understand that the things you're running from are probably too great and too fearful, frightful for the rest of us to understand, but if we don't fix this, I think it will be the end of everything, Zalaria. And I know that you're not like your mother. And she leans forward and she whispers into your ear, I know your father very well. He is a good man, Zalaria. Can you help me like I know that he would?
I do.
You cut out. What did you say?
What must I do?
The thing that's waiting for us, it's incredibly strong and clever. It has made me and my friends think we've killed it before, and we did not. It has tricked gods and creatures greater than gods, and again she looks back at the throne. It is cunning and it is smart, and I need that same thing from you. The others here, they're not like you, Zalaria. Many of them have lived soft lives. They don't play these games that your mother has spent hundreds of years teaching you to play. You will be our mind. You know how to work against a clever opponent.
What is this opponent's name?
And she snaps her fingers. And the man you all saved from the well forms in the fire. His name is Jargon. It's my understanding that he was once the god of magic and mischief in a land far from here. He was ungodded in some way that has always been unclear, and his mission has been to return to that status. And I don't understand, because it would have been so easy for him to take it. But I think he's punishing us. And she snaps her fingers. And in the fire you see a much younger, happier, sprightly Fenna, as she twirls around a large barbarian woman who holds an axe, and a small boy beside her. And they seem to be preparing dinner as Advir dances almost a ballet around the campfire. And when that happens, you watch as an incredibly large, powerful purple dragonborn steps into the light of the campfire, and he leans down and he tussles the boy's hair. This thing has taken so much from me, and I would do anything to get him back. I have to end this, Zalaria.
Help me.
Oh, you're muted.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Weird. Help me end my mother.
I can do that. I can do that. And she holds her hand out in front of you. And she, as quickly as you've ever seen any spiked devil that you've trained with, she reaches down into your waist and pulls out one of your daggers, and she slices her palm. And she flips it and offers it to you to do the same.
I've been doing this a lot lately. I slice my hand open with my dagger.
And you shake her hand?
Yeah.
She does the same thing to you. With your hand in hers, she turns it over and she bends and she kisses the back of your hand. And then she takes another step over to Fenna. And she kneels down so that she's much closer to you. And finally, Fenna. I know you have things that you want to ask me. So, the floor is open. You're muted.
Oh, thank you. First, I just want to make an assessment that this is, like, I know I have never met Advair, but is this Advair? Like, I have insight check if this person feels like the person they say that they are being. Is that possibility?
You could roll an insight check for me. Sure, give it to me.
Oh, please. Okay, 17.
This person seems very earnest, yeah.
Okay, so they seem like they're telling us the truth. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, first, I want to know how you know Petey. And maybe Gregory. You seem to be bringing people that we know in here a lot, and that seems... We don't like Petey.
When you say that... Give me just a moment. I have so many things.
Oh no, he's looking for fucking Petey's song, isn't he?
He really is looking for Petey's song. When you say that, Petey sort of spins into existence in one of the empty table placements. And he says, "Hi!"
I did not mean to summon you by asking about you. How do you two know each other?
Well, it's a long story. And he sort of leans over and, if he weren't the size of a Barbie doll, you get the idea that he'd playfully be nudging Advair.
Does she seem to like him?
She looks over at him and she smiles, and then she looks back at you. Petey is my confidant, my friend.
He eats people.
One of his shortcomings, yes.
He's a little bastard.
He can be a little bit of a watch your mouth, troublesome person. But he is exactly what I need sometimes. He's not trustworthy. And that's outward. Anyone can look at this creature, and she waves her hand over to Petey, and he's like, got his finger up his nose. Oh, sorry. Yeah. That makes it easy for others with lesser intentions to accept him. Petey is my mole. She's not lying. And he leans over to you, Cal. That business we had a couple months ago at that church with all the little kids and the singing.
Yeah.
Look, I'm super sorry for that. That wasn't really what I intended to be happening. I thought you guys was gonna go in and have a really nice Sunday dinner. You know what I mean?
Well, I think Jarbles was...
Jogging.
I'm just gonna look at him and slide the glove on real slow.
He's sort of like... What happened was, about 100 years back, Advair found me, and I was at a low point. And, she offered me some help, as Advair seems to do. And all I had to do in return was pretend I worshipped this guy called the Worm Father. And Advair snaps her fingers. And the image of jargon that's been floating in the fire doesn't change. Instead, a hood is risen over his head. So, it's not so much that I'm a bad guy. I'm just kind of a bad guy.
That makes a lot of sense for you, actually.
Yeah.
Does that mean we've always worked for both of you?
I mean, I work for Advair. You know, she pays me in fingers.
So when she came to take me from my home, I have to blame her too?
Fenna, I know it wasn't the happiest of circumstances, but
Yeah, I have been taken now more times in my life than I would like to count.
I was running out of
For a
time.
person who's never left home, that's a lot of counting.
That's a big word for Elmo. I was running out of time. Your father had made a deal to marry you off to Mort. And you see...
My dad did a what now?
Oh.
No, not my dad.
I thought you knew. No. Listen, it's not such a big deal. Lots of arranged marriages happen around here. Listen, sometimes it works for the best. You know, you marry into money.
Did you do that
I'm going to raise my hand up.
He kind of like shies away. Like,
I look at Vale and I just say, did your father marry you off to him too?
No, my father and the rest of my family and village drowned in a river incident. But I don't actually know how I ended up at Mort's. I just kind of woke up there. I mean, any clarity, she's looking at Adver now, any clarity you would like to shine on that situation would be really fantastic.
I have not been watching you specifically, but I did watch as Jargon destroyed the many temples of Tilly. It is possible he is responsible in some way. I don't know that to be so, though.
You mean he flooded my village?
Yours is not the first I have watched him destroy.
She's gonna very calmly take a scalpel out of her kit and go, okay, now I'm really on board with this killing him thing.
And she looks back to you, Finna.
Are you held hostage here?
I am, actually.
What happened to your god?
Well, he's not a god. He's more my husband. And he, for whatever reason, has slipped away into the ether with Jargon. I wasn't here when this happened, but due to his malpresence, I am becoming the afterlife. And she pulls her sleeve back, and it's just bones. From here to here is just bones.
So your husband's having an affair with Jarbles and ran off with Jarbles?
I think it more likely that Jargon has done something similar to what he's done with Tilly, and brainwashed Niram. I need
So we want
Niram
him back safe?
Is it for butt stuff, though?
It could be for butt stuff, but it's more likely that I'm going to turn into a skeleton and be stuck in this realm, which I don't want at all.
Can I walk over to Cal?
Of course you can.
And I just kind of whisper in his ear, be like, psst, you want to come with me?
Where are we going?
And I just kind of like look back over the bridge.
Sure.
Is that
And so I just kind of wait for Adver to keep talking, and then
y'all are sneaking off in hell?
Roll a stealth check.
Hey, both of you.
Both of us, or
Both of you.
Oh my god, you two.
so
Heyo.
for hold on one second. So +4 plus what's my proficiency score?
Oh God.
Shit. I got a 22.
Mine right now is 19 plus my proficiency score, and I don't have the proficiency score written down.
20. It's probably 3 or 4.
Okay. That works with me. Let's see here.
So what's that make your total?
So 3, so 22. Also, yeah. 19 plus 3.
How far away is the bridge?
A quarter of a mile. At the
Oh, God
speed
dang.
you all
So
move,
bad.
well, you could get there pretty quick.
Yeah.
You hear as Advir, talking to Fenna, says, You would not have had a happy life at Mort's castle, and I had to move quicker than I intended. And then it just dissolves into the distance. You guys make your way to the Ivory Bridge. And beside you, there are small orbs of light, almost marching. And they disappear into the door, the large doorway in front of you on the other side of the bridge. And they seem to go up a spiral staircase.
There we
Shall
go.
we?
Let's
I
go.
would assume she's at the top.
Okay. You guys enter. Are you sure you want to do this?
Wes, you said you were killing 3 characters today.
This is how it's going to happen.
They're volunteering. Yeah, no shit. They're forcing.
Sure. You guys enter the
do we-
doorway.
That's what
Don't
she
open
said.
door.
She said that he was there. That's what she said. She said, didn't come to her and pointed at the tower.
No, she didn't point at the tower. I said the tower is resembling one you've recently seen somewhere.
Right.
Cough.
Oh.
Zalari's mother's tower. Cough.
Yeah. Is that not what
So
this
it
is?
didn't go.
This is the white
It didn't
version.
go to Advair's tower. It went
This
to
is-
another tower.
Right.
This is the white version, and the one you saw was black.
Ah, I see.
This is where you go to just walk into death.
That's why if you cross this door, you guys are fucking dead.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you, are you sure you want to go in here? I'll play out your
Yeah, get up.
afterlife. We can do this shit.
No. I thought this is where. Well,
but-
I guess as I get closer, I'm like, this is not the right place.
okay.
Good.
Excellent. Thank you. I need you a little longer.
I'm gonna start
Advair with
juggling the
eyes in
little
the back of
blobs.
her head, just going, "Don't do that. Put it down."
Cal, you're just juggling these little souls.
Yeah.
You hear like, oh God, what's happening? What the fuck is this? And then you put them down and they just go back to marching. You guys walk back to Advir and she's still kneeling next to Fenna and she says, so will you help me, Fenna?
Well, while she was out there, could I have asked her about Bulgara again?
What do you ask? Let's RP it.
So do all gods know each other? Like, there's a god that talks in my head, and now I'm scared because now I've been sold off. So now I don't know what's me no more. Is this bad? Is he bad? Is Bulgar good? Look at the gods. Who's good?
It's maybe a little bigger question than I'm able to answer. Bulgra is neither bad nor good. Bulgra is nature. You call a volcano evil. He has moments of wrath.
But he told me my future was with Mort, so now I am scared.
It's just like I told you the last time, Fenna. Your power does not come from Bulgra. You are not a cleric of the god of nature. You are a servant of nature itself. You don't need Bulgra's approval. And if he tried to sell you off to Mort, he must have had some ambition of his own that I don't understand. Just like your dad.
So that part wasn't you.
It's not me.
Well, yeah, I guess I can help you fight Jarbles and get your friend back.
As you walk back, Christopher, she looks up to you.
Where is the black version of this tower?
I don't know what you mean.
Glacia, or something like that. Where's her tower?
Glassy is the matron of the Hells, but there is no tower like mine. This is the
Oh,
afterlife.
no, but it looks just like yours. It's black.
She looks at you, confused.
I saw it. Matter of fact, here. And I pull out the orb.
When you pull out the orb, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
So, it's not the worst thing in the world. Hold on. I have inspiration. Let me do that. Okay. So that's 12 plus 4 plus 3. So 12 plus 7 is 19.
Okay, that's good enough. You unveil the crystal ball, and you remember in that moment what happened the last time. As you look down into it, and the smoke begins to swirl, and you cover it quickly enough before anyone can get sucked in.
Oh, yeah.
If there's a counterpart to our tower, I don't know about it.
Okay, so do I just go left and take a right at some point? How do I get to Glassy?
She looks over to Zalaria. If you wanted to go home, how would you do it?
Yes. Oh,
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't.
Sound advice. Sound advice.
I should probably express something to the group, and maybe you all don't care as much as I do. But she has Captain Frank's soul.
Oh, God.
That
So,
sounds bad.
When I told you I set him on a path, that is what I meant.
You set him on the path.
It was interesting, I guess. I don't know if necessarily I did it or whether he did it. I just lived it, and it just happened to work out. Coincidences are an interesting concept.
I'll say this. It is difficult to pull someone's soul once they've reached their room. But it is not impossible.
But you said he has not reached his room yet.
Well, it sounds like there are rooms that I don't have access to. In a spire that I've never seen. On a plane that I've never been to.
Oh, now this is interesting.
Trust me, you don't want to do this.
Let's take it one problem at a time, and she looks up to Alexi. You have to find a way to kill the most powerful vampire king that's ever lived, and also the king who's strong enough to kill him. So, we've got a lot on our plate. I think we should make a plan for that.
Fair enough. Can I rebuttal you on something real quick?
Of course.
The strongest person that I know, that could even put fear possibly in my father, is dead. The man who creates the most powerful objects in the world, the universes, is dead, and I can get his soul back and possibly have him on my side. Now, war is about attrition and allies, correct?
It can be, yes.
So, can you do those things?
Frank is incredibly valuable. I'll not pretend otherwise. He's not a warrior, but he is a resource.
And last time I checked, to go against the Ichafels is to go against vampires, and to go against the Red King seems like you're going to end up with a slaughter bath. And if he has an entire army on his side, there is only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Petey doesn't count because he doesn't do shit. So.
I do shit, okay? And he teleports and he's standing on top of your head, and then he teleports again and he's back to where he was. See?
Oh, ouch. I'm sorry.
Run away. He's good at doing that, especially when bad things happen.
Alexi,
I'm just saying.
Your plan, though fruitful, will take time. And it's not something I think we have much of.
What would you recommend?
Have you all considered infiltrating the Red King's army? He doesn't know your faces.
Except
One
for
of
the
his
fact
people knows Ilaria's
Should we
face.
do that before or after we get my goddess, who happens to be your best friend, jailbroken so that you no longer have to be stuck here, possibly becoming the next ruler of Dead Land?
We are on a continuous time constraint. Every one of these things is time sensitive, and I cannot tell you which is the right way to go.
We should kill the Red King first.
And she looks to Caldrin. As Cal says, I have watched the evils of this man. And she looks to Alexei. And I have watched the evils of his opposition. Regardless of what you choose to do, someone here will lose. I think I have weeks. I think you all have days. So perhaps this problem first, and then our problem. She looks to you, Vael. My option is to infiltrate the Red King and gain his trust. It shouldn't be hard in a wartime, as you are all quite powerful. There's, of course, the option that Alexei presents, although I do not know if you will have enough time to save Captain Frank and return to this plane. And then there is a third option where, if you intend to help Saxon Nickerfeld, you join him and you fight the Red King head on. It's your decision what to do.
How do you have viscous?
I do.
Can you ask her to do what she did for us with the quest before?
Viscous. I'm going to pull Viscous out.
When you pull out Viscous, its usual very vibrant blue light that surrounds its many cracks and crevices is now a golden color. But nothing happens when you say the name Viscous.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's sad because it's up.
Is that the Viscous is here, or is that that?
When you say the name Sup, an image appears like a projector in front of you.
Oh.
Gabby, what does Sup say to the party?
Hello. How can I help?
Are you okay?
I am fine.
Sup, is that you?
Yes.
Oh.
What happened to you?
You saw. I died. Cal saved me.
Can you destroy people now?
Can is a weird word. Yes, I can.
You?
Will I? No, I will not.
What if we pray about it?
Supplement, you understand that because you died in the form of the ducky, which is your home, that's who you really were.
Yeah.
You're a god. You could probably walk down here and handle this by yourself, but it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Sup, I have your book. What would you like me to do with it?
Oh, that's such a good question.
Wait and ask.
Ugh. It's your book now. What do you do with books?
When Supplement says that to you, what do you do with the book, Fenna?
I was holding it in my hands.
I know. What would you like to do when she says you should read it?
I'll open it.
When you open the book, it is binary. It is zeros and ones and zeros. And Supplement's hand reaches over and waves above the book, and it becomes words that you can read.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take some time reading that later.
Why did you guys summon Sup?
Yeah.
So,
For
we need
murder.
your help with something. Viscus, do you remember when she gave us the tabs for the quest? Remember? You could go this way and you had this many days, or you go this way and you have this many days. We need the most optimum way.
Supplement.
Ironically, I missed that episode when you guys got Viscus. I love this so much. Go ahead, DM.
Supplement. You you understand that it is not your role to act as Viscus does, and
Yeah.
you know that when you release yourself, Viscus will return here and help them in the ways that they need. So, is there anything you'd like to say to the party before you make that decision? You guys watch.
I will bring you.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Sup.
I will bring Viscus back to you. Be safe, my friends.
My friend.
And you watch as the projection of Supplement dissipates, and the cracks that were shining gold on the box become blue. Hello. Viscus appears in front of you.
Viscus?
That is my designation, yes.
What in the fuck? Viscus.
There is now a god of automatons, and I get no say in what that god does.
How do you get a say in what that god does?
I don't. Supplement has become incredibly
Elite.
powerful, and more than that, has granted us a higher level of sentience. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I feel things now.
My pet. Viscus.
Yeah, your hand sort of passes through the projection of her.
But there's a metal box.
You can pet the box for sure.
Yeah.
What can I help you guys with?
Can you do what you did for us before with the quest lines?
Absolutely.
And the time frames for each.
She points to nothing, and bulletins begin to appear. And it ranges from things like help Farmer Fred with the potatoes, all the way down to kill the Red King. The timeline on all of these are within the next 3 days.
All 3 days. It all takes 3 days.
While we're thinking things through, Vale's just gonna poke Viscus.
The box or the projection?
The projection.
Yeah, your
She's
finger.
gonna be like, "What are you?"
I'm gonna like pull Viscus back. Those things now.
She looks to you, Vale, and she says, "Hello, my name is Viscus78. I am the improved version of 76. I am a virtual assistant, and I've been sent here to help this group." And she waves around at everyone.
Viscus, we need to murder a lot of people.
I've been listening. I can still hear in your pocket.
And we need to figure out the quickest way to do that. Can you help us?
Absolutely. The quickest way to kill the Red King is to pull that sword out of that scabbard and march over there.
Do we want to take it head on, or do we want to... Advir has a tactical point. If we become friends... The only problem is you have 2 vampires within your group.
And then Advir says, and it would be very wise, and she looks to you, Alexei, to ensure that no one in that army realizes who you are. If it's made aware that you're a Dhampir and Zalari is a vampire, the whole party will be executed.
Is there
we need
an
to split
easy
up.
way to disguise them?
Well, being that it is the Godscar, and most of the time it is pitch black, I don't think that disguising them will be so important. It will be more about changing how you interact with other creatures. And she looks to you, Zalaria. The brazen, badass, sexy vampire approach perhaps is not the correct one for this time. Maybe be demure. Maybe subtle hair. She looks at your crazy, like, red augmented black hair.
Well, I'll do my best.
And if you guys choose to go that route, I think it has the highest chance of success. But there's a lot to be said for letting the events play out themselves. If you all chose not to deal with this at all.
I pull out the page with all of the war plans that he has.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which of these have passed so far? What's the next one?
Several of the events have passed, but the next one is gathering the troops in front of the Ickerfeld Castle.
Seems as though there's going to be a siege on Ickerfeld Castle. So, and how many days away is that? We know.
You've got about 2 days.
So 2 days to join the ranks, become friends, and be at Saxon's before taking off his head.
I think all you need is a display of how powerful the group has become. And Calathor will recognize the potential.
What if we allow him to lay siege to Ickerfeld Castle, and then we take out Calathor and use them to continue the war on Saxon?
What if we warn Saxon?
What if we got into the back rooms, because you know how to get around the castle? We wait till the Red King goes in to kill Saxon. We lock them in a room together, make sure nobody comes out.
Well, I don't know. If Saxon is prepared, whoever said warning Saxon, being prepared is a very bad issue.
For who?
Anybody going against Saxon.
Yes.
Being able to prepare allows them to gather strength rather than catching him on surprise.
And your intention is to kill them both, right?
Let me make a plan real quick. We can deny this, or let's just take a vote or think about it for a second. Why don't we split up? 3 of us will infiltrate the army of the Red King and get close to him, as close as we can. We will send Zelaria to Saxon to get close to him and convince him to come out and fight the Red King himself, possibly steal the other parts of the armor that we're looking for, and then stab him in the back when the time comes.
I think that's the best plan I've heard today. Advir leans over to you, Caldrian. I see no reason that wouldn't work.
I want to make it clear that we did not leave on the best of terms, Alexei. How forgiving is your father if I come back home?
Your father?
Well, this is the problem.
He is now my father too, actually, yes.
I know who turned Zelaria, don't I?
You do. She doesn't.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was making sure. I
don't even think the player knows, by the way.
I don't.
Oh, really?
He said it would come out in
So
game.
don't say it out loud. That's a secret between you and me.
Yeah. It is not a matter of how forgiving it is. It's about him needing us. All he has is him and Kiesel. Kiesel's great, don't get me wrong, but Kiesel's also missing his helm, which I now have. He's going to need backup, but we are going to probably need to bring somebody with us. So if we can find somebody from the Red King's group, somebody lowly, not anything important, I think we'll be more than fine.
So if we infiltrate the Red King, his army, we could get someone to you.
We need sending stones.
I've
Some of those.
I've also got some.
I also have these 2 notebooks.
And Advir
And if you
stands
write
up
something
as soon
in
as you
one-
pull the notebooks out, and she takes them out of your hands.
Say that again. I started coughing. Sorry.
Advir stands up when you pull the notebooks out, and she takes them out of your hands. And she looks stunned. Have you read these yet?
Frank gave them to me. I kind of assumed they were blank.
And she pops the clasp open on one and opens it. And it says on the first page, I'm thinking of you. We've been looking for you. Where are you, Jargon? I'm getting upset. These belong to my best friend. And she pops the other one, and it says, she opens the front, and it says, I'm coming, my dear. My apologies. I had a fight with several lodge beings at the top of a snowy mountain. And she hands them both back to you. That... Fate has an interesting way of working, doesn't it? Yes, the notebooks are incredibly powerful. I also have a set of sending stones that work as a direct way to speak to one another, if you all would prefer that.
Yes, that.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
And she walks around the table and hands each of you a stone with a pink glowing emblem on the front.
Do you happen to know where I can find a nightmare?
I think your original plan of pulling someone from the Red Army is a great idea. There's someone I've been watching. You'll know them.
Okay.
She looks around the table. Ladies and gentlemen, what shall I call this party?
Every time.
We didn't prepare for this time.
You're muted, Remy.
We never prepare for this. You ask us all the time, what's our team name? We're never prepared.
I guess that's what we should talk about for a second. What do you guys want to be called? I suddenly feel like the junk drawer no longer applies.
Yeah, no.
Well, you ruined my whole song when you killed Frank, so I had to scrap the whole thing.
Right. Anybody got ideas?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
Not a one.
We will. We'll do this. We're gonna take the week, and when next we play, the first thing that we talk about will be the name. Because Advir stands up, and she puts her hand into the center of the table. She looks over to Petey, and he puts his little hand on top of hers. And she looks to you, Fenna.
I put my hand on top of hers.
And then she looks to you, Alexi.
Fuck it.
And then over to Vael.
Scarred hand on top.
Lara.
At the top as well.
And then lastly, Cal.
I put my hand on top.
The things that we're about to do will not be clean, and they will make our hands bloody. But we're going to be helping a lot of people here. And the camera begins to pan out as this circle of people all have their hands one atop each other in the center of this table. And it pans out into darkness. And that is where we end our game for today. You guys did a lot, and my joke about killing 3 of you almost came true for 2 of you.
Yeah, you scared the shit out of me with that one.
I was gonna let you do it, man. This is a sandbox. You get to do what you want to do.
And be like, do you not understand how death works here?
Do not seek the
The
treasure.
treasure.
But if we didn't ever go in like the actual other door, we'd been fine. We just keep walking.
You never know. Who knows?
Whenever you
Okay,
choose a
we'd have
door,
been fine.
it becomes the door in which your death lies. That's how the doors work. I'm turning off this.
I need to do my outro. Hold on.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us as we played Embers and Echoes, Scratch That, Reverse It. Did I mean to do that so that I could say my Scratch That, Reverse It thing? My name is Wes Bjornson. I am your DM both now and forever. And remember, guys, keep it creepy.